Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. APW Sports signing in, and we are reacting to the season finale of Bears Hard Knock. There's a few things I want to get into within this episode. It wasn't a lot that really stood out to me, but nonetheless, without further ado, let's dive into it. Now, a couple of players that we already know the roster. Let's just be honest with ourselves. We already know the roster. I did a video breaking that down. I will leave that down in the cards. But a few things that I do want to talk about within this episode that stood out to me is, number one, it just feels like this Matt Eberflus, Ryan Poles culture that they are creating, I think it's something special. I think the culture they're creating, whether it's the brotherhood in the locker room, the way that they care for the players. And another thing that really stood out to me is where they're caring for the players, not just as football players, but as humans. And it is good to see that. And you usually don't see this within, like, I want to say NFL circles. You usually don't see this within, like, maybe some of these hard knocks is where Ryan Poles really got really emotional cutting Adrian Colbert. He really got emotional cutting him, and that's just a testament to, number one, you're getting players that's not only productive and good football players, you're getting people that are human beings, good human beings as well. And I think that is one of the things that really stood out to me from this episode was they were, a lot of it, yeah, they were referring to roster cuts and they were referring to roster spots and things that were going to keep open on the Chicago Bears 53-man roster going into 2024. But a lot of things that they were saying was, that's a good brother, that's a good dude, I really like him, things like that, that just stings to the testament in the culture that it took some time for Eberflus and Poles to build, but I just think they have the team now to really do such. I'm not going to get into the actual team. I have a video breaking that down as well. But Ian Wheeler, he's dealing with the torn ACL, which really sucked because he really had some upside within this Bears roster. And it just sucks that he's not going to be really on the roster, but he's going to be on the practice squad, keeping around learning. And a thing that one of the things that I kind of want to talk about is the way they was editing the reps that Matt Eberflus is breaking down with the 100 reps and the throws that they were editing. I really love the way they edited that. It was just like smooth transition, throw. It almost had me at first like, wait a minute. Did he throw, like, wait, are they man back to back? But I really loved how they put that all together, and I will be honest, watching more and more of Hard Knocks makes me buy more and more into Caleb Williams. Now, you guys know I was always keep Justin Fields, but that's another ship that sailed. But either way it goes, the more I watch Caleb, not only as a football player, but some of the things he says and he does, I'm buying in a little bit more. I'm not going to lie to you. Watching Hard Knocks, I'm buying a bit more into it. Some of the throws that he's been making in practice were very tough throws, very good throws. And I'm interested to see how that's going to see in live game action. But I will have a video preview of the breakdown of week 1, and I'll be doing that every week. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. But one thing that I did point out was earlier in the episode was the championship, or the, I'm not going to say championship, but each season chandelier, which we're kind of breaking down. They had, I think the orange were for championship seasons, blue were for playoff seasons, and the white were just regular Bears missed the playoff seasons. We get another orange one in there. First, we got to start to get a blue one. which means we're a playoff team, which I predicted we could be that this year. But we need another orange one in there, damn it. We need another orange one in there. And they were also talking in this episode. I know I'm kind of all over the place right now. But another thing that I want to touch on is them really loving what they've seen out of Eberflus Jones. That's one thing that I pointed out from the whole preseason is the transition of Eberflus Jones to running back, that he can find himself a space to make himself more productive for this Ferris football team, and not just on offense, special teams as well. And it sucks that another thing is Theo Benedict not being able to play much during the preseason because of the injury. I'm glad that they seen some upside in him and kept him around. I'm interested to see what he can do. Maybe I'll see that next preseason, because I kind of doubt that he's probably going to play much during the regular season. But either way it goes, Theo Benedict kept around. Sucked that Adrian Colbert had to get cut, because he did show some flashes in preseason. But they did keep Austin Reed. Brett Rippon got released as well, but he ended up signing with the Vikings. So good luck to him, just not against the Bears. And he ended up signing with the Vikings, so that means Austin Reed was able to be kept on the practice squad. I was kind of interested to see what was going on with that. I figured I'd get the answer to that in this episode. As in, Brett Rippon ended up signing with Minnesota. We all know J.J. McCarthy went down, so we do get that. It kind of talked about the Bears' future and heading into Week 1. Oh man, I can't wait. I cannot wait for that. And Jonathan Owens, I didn't know he got cut 5 times. I didn't know Jonathan Owens got cut that many times from the NFL rosters. I know he's been around from a little bit. I know he's been in Houston, Green Bay last year. Now he's here. And I'm excited to see what he does, because I think he could be a productive football player for this Bears roster. I know he's not going to be in the starting lineup because we got our safeties in Brisker and Byard. But I think he's going to be a good rotational piece for this Bears team. And Colin Johnson, sucks that he really didn't get some of those reps with injuries and things like that. He did get kept around for the practice squad, so glad that we were able to show that, because he had a breakout Hall of Fame game, but he just wasn't able to be kept around. So Bears Hard Knocks has ended. That means we're one step closer to Bears regular season football. We really, truly get to see what this football team is made of in regular season. And I can't wait for that. And I'll have a Bears versus Titans preview. I'm probably going to drop that maybe Thursday or Friday. It depends on how my personal schedule goes and when I'm able to actually record it. But expect that between maybe Thursday or Friday. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. I've already dropped my power rankings. I've already dropped my regular season predictions for the NFL. So I will leave those videos in the cards as well as at the end of the video. But Hard Knocks is done. Bears regular season football is just that much closer. And I will see you guys very soon. Peace.